Good start, good start. Alright, guys. Here's the deal. I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news, I've leveled up several skills, so we are very, very close to getting 100 in all stats and tributes, but I've got some bad news. Oh, I'm glad, Katnick. Unfortunately, the bad news is I got called into work early, so this is going to be a short stream. I'm very sorry about that. But the other bad news. The other bad news is that our poor orange got squished. I knew this. I had a feeling this was going to happen. Whenever I've had this happen before. Whenever you make a wild character, changing into vampirism really fucks with the face. Like it, I've been normalized. I think this is like a default high elf face. I don't know if he's gonna change back when we cure our vampirism, but this is what we're working with now, a painfully normal looking high elf. No longer the orange we once loved. But, I don't know, I guess. This is what it is. Once you go orange, you don't go back. That's what I'm saying. But we are level 50. This is still the same character, Armand Clamstaff. And we just have to deal with it, I guess. The cost of vampirism. We're going to try to cure it as soon as we can. But in our short time together today, I wanted to... First, we got a couple skills we can level, so... The new expert of illusion. You know what is and isn't real, and how to fool the minds of your opponents. You can now cast expert level illusion spells. We have that. You have lumps and bruises from long practice sessions with all kinds of maces and axes. You are now an expert with blunt weapons. Your sweeping power attack now has a chance to knock down your opponent. Press and hold attack while moving backwards to use this power attack. I think you can knock down Urtius. Maybe not. Actually, I think you can. It's like a 5% chance. Alright, and then we have... Your stained fingers attest to your diligence in mixing potions and learning their secrets. You are now a master of alchemy. Normally, it takes 2 or more ingredients to make a potion. As a master alchemist, you can create a potion from a single ingredient. There we go. We have just a couple more. I think what I wanted to do is... We can go close this Oblivion gate to get the rest. So we have light armor, heavy armor, and block. Almost up there to 100. Unfortunately, this does... Ooh, I'm diseased as well. This does mean all of our stats are capped with luck at 95. So we're going to have to go to jail. The truly skillful fighter learns to block with shield and weapon. Diligent practice has made you an expert at blocking. Blocking with a shield can now be used like an attack to knock back and stagger your opponent. Oh shit, I'm freaking stun locked over here. The dead horse plane again. Dies immediately. Yeah, I know. I can put these on. Wonder if I can just use the Daedra cart. Oh, again. 13 health for 43 seconds on cell. And then drink one of those potions. Drink it. See how strong it really is. Not a fast restoration, but it's a solid one. Permanently blocked air intake. I'm just a hair shy of getting Master Heavy Armor. There we go. Days and weeks of constant use make wearing heavy armor tolerable, but not comfortable. You have learned to adapt to its weight and use it in combat. As a master of heavy armor, your plate mail no longer encumbers you at all when you are running or swimming. Why does it say, but not comfortable? Ow! Now I can ditch these. My light armor pants. Light armor. Okay, super close. Just a couple more hits. All we need. Oh. There we go. Your light armor is like a second skin after all those days and weeks wearing it. You have learned to move easily with it in combat. As a master of light armor, you gain a 50% increase in protection if wearing all light armor. Oh. There you go. So that 50% increase in the light armor, I believe, makes it so light armor is equivalent to heavy armor. At master level of both, you get the same protection from wearing either heavy or light armor, and no reduction in encumbrance. We can see a doctor about that. Bloodwell. Double check our skills once we get out of here. Age.
Wrong again, nerd.
Open the
No,
gate.
no, not tonight.
Not tonight. This gate is opening. Nah, not tonight. Claw monolith. The dead halls. More claw monolith. Corridors of Dark Salvation. Ooh, if I kill that Dremora, do I get a helmet?
First blood sack. Dark and deep. Dark and deep.
No, not yet. Everybody tells me... Oh no, this guy doesn't have a... Can't get a helmet off this guy. But people in the chat have told me I should play 2. As well as 4 and 5. Vigilum Sanguis. Oh, except I did play Here's a Might and Magic Quest for the Dragonbone Staff. Does that count? Ring of Light, okay. Oh, there you go. Well, yeah, I didn't know that. Only learned that after. Butterfly is able to move freely now. We're on the appropriate FPS. We might advance vampirism waiting this long. Oh, favorite part of 3? I think the best part of 3 is how many different winning strategies there were.
You need something. Only quality goods for sale here.
Kind of how you
what
had.
Can I interest you in?
You had different options depending on which faction you were playing. Each faction sort of had slightly different goals.
An excellent bug.
So there were just so many different ways to play, and none of them were like the right way, you know? Every new person would be like, oh, I like doing this when I play this faction, or I prefer to do that with that faction. I like a might hero, I like a magic hero. There was just seemed like endless amounts of strategies and options.
Walk always
And even then, those strategies and options changed as the game developed. You suddenly discovered, oh, wait a minute, I got this new hive near one of my cities that opens up this new strategy for me to use. Just the depth and different things you can do that were all correct in their own way. But lacking. I don't know, I mean, other than just the fact that it's an old game now. I mean, it could use a coat of polish. Even then that feels nitpicky, you know? I think that'd be about my only thing. Also, every time I come in here, the Ayleid statue is either here or not here. Also gonna store my war axe. 4K textures ray traced. Yeah. Let's bring out Umbra. I think the blade turn hood, is that what we want? Or the crown? Yeah, I think we want the blade turn hood. Take the mirror shield. Raiment of the Scar. Ring of Namira. Alright, what am I missing? I think that's everything I can wear right now. Do. Oh, I have seven. Okay, so I have 70% reflect damage right now with just this setup. That's good. All right, let's go to Hack Dirt. Not Hack Dirt, Weatherly. See if the brothers here have set some things up. Maybe I have this mistaken. It's back in Coral.
Look at the muscles on you. You're a fit one. Been running a lot. Any news?
It's me. I'm a fit one. I have been running a lot. Oh, let's go
Grey
to the
Mare
chapel.
isn't a bad place to stay, especially if you're low on sentiments.
Went wild on the riding. The heroes have a presence in the battle. Okay, for sure. My black robe still sitting here. Here we go. Our statistics are thus. Personality is only -2 because of the scales of pitiless justice. But otherwise, everything else. 85 restoration, 75 illusion, 75 alteration, block blunt. Our blade is inflated. It's actually kind of low, but over 100 or over 100 in all of our major skills. We're just going to need to go to jail and hopefully have our major skills decline, or yeah, taken down a notch. But we'll probably do that next time.
A pleasure to speak with. So, the brothers have once again reclaimed Weatherly, eh? Good for them.
Good for that.
Good day.
Just need to go to jail, yeah. Now there's... How do I start this? Oak and Crozier.
How are you?
Him?
I may have a bit of a proposition for you involving the Germain family you so recently assisted. It was kind of you to escort the Germains back to Weatherly. However, the original owner of Weatherly left them an even greater legacy. In fact, there's quite a bit more to their family history than meets the eye. Want to hear about it?
Sure, I'll listen.
Excellent. Curiosity should never be denied, is it not so? And who knows, my story may prove profitable to both of us once it has come to its end. My tale actually begins with the father, Albert Germain. He was once in my employ, or should I say, the employ of my organization. He was very good at obtaining things that people did not want to part with. A professional thief, to put it bluntly. He was assigned to obtain a very valuable item for me. He succeeded, but decided to keep this item for himself. An unfortunate decision. He fled from Coral with his family and was never heard from again. Only his small son, Reynald, was found, wandering alone in the wilderness. Naturally, my associates and I believed he had perished. The wilderness is, after all, a dangerous place. No place to take your family. Then, these many years later, voila! The brother reappears. It seems the rest of the family did not die in the wilderness after all.
What do you want me to do?
Indeed. What is the point of my tale? Albert Germain builds Weatherly way out in the middle of nowhere. He was a thief, not a farmer. The only reason to establish such a place would be to stay out of the Coral Guard's sight. I believe that the item Albert stole, which rightly belongs to me, was hidden at the Weatherly settlement. Unfortunately, the notorious Red Guard Valley ogres ransacked the place and probably took all of the loot back with them. If you were to obtain this item somehow and bring it to me, I would pay you very well for it. I can get you started by telling you where the ogres live. The rest is up to you.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about Albert Germain.
There isn't much to tell you about Albert Germain. He was one of my best, then he got greedy. The rest is history.
Okay. Anything else about the Germain family?
Gilbert and Reynald know nothing of their father's past deeds. If you want to tell them about it, suit yourself.
Okay.
Hey!
And anything more about the stolen item?
I do not care to describe it. You will know it when you see it, I think. It is not something one of the ogres should have in his possession.
Okay.
Beware. The Red Guard Valley ogres are not known for their hospitality. I heard that the
Hospitality. Do. All right, let's go. Ellen Glynn. Don't bonk me into jail. Ow, what a spell. Any bears. I've arrived at the entrance to Redguard Valley Cave. I should proceed inside. I'm really trying. Gold one in my inventory. Fine. Have but to lead us to Weatherly. Slap this guy. So this is kind of cool. I can actually stand toe-to-toe with things in combat, even on very hard difficulty. I was actually looking it up yesterday. When you have... So the maximum... Oh, actually, our thing broke, but when our armor's not broken, when it's at 85, that's the maximum armor you can have, essentially. And when you have it that high, plus you block an attack, you actually only take 3% of whatever the initial hit was. That's super small amount of damage. Did it. The burden and separation. The only tough thing is about how quickly our armor is going to break in combat. The Redguard Valley Ogres. Hey, boss. Oh, because I have such high sneak, they can't see me. Really funny. Stand toe-to-toe in invisibility, that's right. Also stand toe-to-toe behind my summons. If I block attacks, do hardly any damage. Every enemy's a fucking boss. True that. It is sort of what we're dealing with here. I did, first try. Saw that bird and I recognized it immediately. Don't be mean to customer service people. Although it's a free country, Static, you do what you want. Well, this guy's the chief. Or cloth. Oh, it's on this guy. Like she gets better at her job. Got him. Honor Blade of Corral. I've retrieved the Honor Blade of Coral from the Ogre Chieftain. This has to be the item Fathus was seeking. However, due to the nature of the item, I think someone at Castle Coral would be anxious to have this back. I need to decide whether to sell the weapon to Fathus or return it to the castle. Yeah, put some in an envelope, mail it over to me. Let's go to Castle Coral and see what they say.
You have the hands of a healer.
Of a healer.
Evening.
Hello, Lathe.
Hello, I'm Laith Wavrik, the Chief Herald and Countess Velga's attendant. Welcome to Coral.
Well, I have a stolen item here.
Many years ago, when the Count was still alive, a daring thief stole the ancient honor blade of Coral from out of this castle. Why?
Already ate it? Oh, man. Well, here's the sword.
This is incredible. I never thought to see this sword again. How did you... Never mind. One should not look a gift horse in the mouth. Please accept my thanks on behalf of the people of Coral for restoring this sword and the honor of our city. As a token of our gratitude, I bestow upon you a symbol of honor and heroism, the escutcheon of Coral.
The
You've
escutcheon.
done a great service to Coral, and you should be proud.
A sword.
Did you hear about Reynald Germain's long-lost twin brother returning to Coral?
I did.
Now, I hear there's a stranger in town asking about them. A dark elf from back east, they say. I wonder what he wants.
Definitely has nothing to do with this sword.
Fare thee well.
Here we go. The escutcheon of Coral. Fortify endurance 10 points and reflect damage 35%. A nice big hefty heavy armor shield, bringing our reflect damage up to 97%. We're almost immune. In fact, do we still take the hits, or is it just reflect? Give me a save here.
Help! Stop! This ends here!
There it is.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
With just
Am
a
I
little bit
supposed
more.
to pay the price? Ow!
Gotta be another item we can
You'll
get,
never
but
take me down.
even from the guards, all the damage they do to me is reflecting right back at them.
This ends here.
Perfect. Nobody's immune to that static. It's just, it goes right through, you know? Let's go tell the Germain brothers about what's going on. Oh, look, they have repaired things. They got a little farm going.
What's new?
What's new?
The Nibbaneans think they're slick. Slippery is more like it.
That's right. What can I tell you about your father?
My father was a great man. I'll not hear your lies.
Well, this was the drunk one, right? So now he's sober.
I've heard what you've done. You have something to tell me about my father?
Yeah.
I'm at a loss for words. Already I've heard that the honor blade rests again in Castle Coral, and the escutcheon of Coral you have is all the proof I need. My father had told us that he had hidden something away for us, something to provide for our future, but I never imagined it was this. I'm sorry you had to be tasked to right this wrong that my father was responsible for. Once again, you've stuck your neck out for us. Maybe in the past my family was notorious, but never let it be said that the current Germains don't pay their dues. I'd like you to have this keepsake. My father gave it to me when I was but a lad. I think you should have it.
But a lad.
Thanks again, my friend. You are always welcome in our home.
Thank you, sir.
Honor suits you well. May your journeys always be safe.
Give me 4 grand soul gems? That's the... What? That's the... What, the... token that your father had? 4 grand soul gems filled with common souls. Strange. Okay. There we go. That's the... We've got the escutcheon of Coral. I think you will. Let me feed on old Jer here real quick. Do, 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 do. For the mirror shield. Hey, me and Jer have a thing. Don't worry. He likes it. Store those. Ogre teeth. Did. For another transcendent sigil stone. No. You haven't spoken to Jer. I've spoken to Jer. He likes it real quick and real sloppy. And I'd appreciate if you didn't kink shame in this stream. We're not kink shamers here. Jer likes what he likes. All right. Do we have anything else? Reflect damage. 35 and 70%. I mean, that's most of it. 5. 97. I don't have a second. So what we really need is another ring that has... Chocolate skip the first, literally. We need a second ring that has either spell absorption or either spell absorption or some kind of a damage reflection. Magic loop, ring of feather, ring of the complete. You're gonna posture check me. No dice on the rings we have here. Guess for now we'll use the black band. Alright, before we have to leave here, first let me go check on this vampire cure. And then I wanted to help Baris out here in the Imperial City. Ow! Hydrate check. Cheers, mate. Cast that. I think we can make it even better. Destruction spell. Chug, chug, chug. Squandered mine. It's fight milk. Fight milk! I drink it every morning so I can fight like a crow. No one's gonna mind if I partake of Melisanda. Then I talk to her. Hello.
What brings you to this neck of the woods, sir?
It's actually water.
It's said that eating taproot can bring you good luck.
You sure? What about a cure for vampirism?
Oh my. What makes you think I would know about such a thing?
I heard a rumor that you might know.
My dear, you shouldn't trust rumors. They can get you into a horrible trouble. This time, however, you've heard correctly. I might know a thing or two about it, but I'm afraid the information isn't free. You do me a small favor, and then we'll talk about this cure you seek.
What do I have to do?
I have my own interests, and they occasionally require resources that are difficult for me to acquire. Soul gems, for example.
It's crow milk.
If you can bring me 5 empty grand soul gems,
Oh, shit.
I'm quite sure I can help you with this cure that you seek. I shall await your return.
Well,
Be seeing you.
wish I didn't have to give up my empty ones. I don't know if I have 5 empty. In fact, I probably shouldn't even keep the ones that aren't empty. Oh look, there's 5 empty right there. The rest of them I should just sell. How do I float like this? So we can take that back, but let's see here. The Path of Dawn. Contact Baris here. Essentially, my character's ability to jump is so high that he's got some, what is this? It's like a 6 foot, 7, 8, maybe 8 foot vertical leap. And if he was a basketball player, he could dunk on either net from either side of the court. That's how good at jumping he is. Also, I would say gravity's probably different in the world of Toril here.
Sit down. Don't say anything. Just do what I say.
Yes, sir.
Hi there.
Hi there.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Luther Broad.
Daedric shrines nearby. I know of 2. North of the city, south of Bruma, east of the Silver Road is a Mephala shrine. East of the city, at the head of the Red River, is a shrine to Vermina.
I don't think we've been to Vermina's shrine.
I bet the Blackwood Company had something to do with Varanus Daunton's death.
Listen, I'm going to get up in a minute and walk out of here. That guy in the corner behind me will follow me. You follow him.
I'm ready when you are.
Good. Remember, wait for him to follow me. I want to see what he'll do.
You dissing my guy Luther Broad. He's broad, he's broad, he's broader than Broadway.
I do not fear death. I do not fear death.
Watch the flank.
The enemy agent who attacked Baris is dead. To find out what Baris has learned about our enemies. Found a strange book about the Mythic Dawn cult. I should show this to Baris.
Good work. I am glad to see you, by the way. You just caught me at a bad time.
What have you learned?
The assassins who killed the Emperor were part of a Deirdre cult known as the Mythic Dawn. Apparently worship the Deirdre Lord Mehrunes Dagon. I've been tracking their agents in the Imperial City. I guess they noticed.
Well, I found Uriel's heir.
Thank Talos he lives. Martin Septim, you say? We will restore him to the throne. It is the sworn duty of all blades.
I love you, Boris, but the enemy has the amulet.
What? They took it from Joffrey? Things are worse than I had thought.
What's our next move?
There's a scholar at the Arcane University. Tarmina's her name. Supposed to be an expert. Why don't you take that book to her?
Have you seen
See what she
Armand
makes of it.
Kristoff?
I'll keep running down leads on the Mythic Dawn network.
Ezlis, high five, my friend. Thank
If
you
you
so
learn
much
it,
for the race.
you can find me at Luther Broad's. May Talos guide you.
The broads.
Like I said, she's one of the
Parents,
brains
both
over at the
parents.
Arcane University. Supposed to know everything there is to know about Daedric cults.
Quick, somebody do exclamation point Terry located so that Ubo-chan can't do it.
I hope you learned something from Tarmina about that book. This might just be the break we need.
Very located.
Talk to this guy.
What do you need, friend?
What do you need, friend? Oh, Terry and Ezlis, I have some bad news. Two instances of bad news, really. One, it's a short stream, so I'm leaving soon. But second, our beautiful orange elf was crushed by the weight of his own vampirism. It slipped his face out. It's a known bug that happens. So in this game, whenever you change into a vampire, your character's face changes. Their skin turns pale and they get red eyes and stuff. But sometimes that happens to reset your character's face. And that's what happened. I don't know if it's going to change back when we cure our vampirism, but for now it sort of reset us to an almost default high elf state. I had such a feeling that it was going to happen because we made such a wild character. I was like, oh man, his face is going to get changed.
I met you. Ah, you must be the one I got the message about. How can I help you?
Need to know all about the Mythic Dawn. No, Static, I just got here. I don't want to leave, but we're
You know
calls,
of
you
them?
know?
One of the most secretive of all the Daedric cults. Not much is known about them. They follow the teachings of Mainkar Cameron, whom they call the Master, a shadowy figure in his own right.
Master. I found one of their books.
Ah, yes. Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. Wonderful. You have a scholarly interest in Daedric cults, then.
I need to find the Mythic Dawn.
Find them, huh? I won't poke my nose any further. Official business and all that.
I'm the
I'm
Archmage.
used to working with the blades. Don't worry. Say no more. In any case, finding them won't be easy. I've studied Mainkar Cameron's writings a bit myself. At least those that I could find. It is clear from the text that Mainkar Cameron's commentaries come in 4 volumes, but I've only ever seen the first 2 books. I believe that his writings contain hidden clues to the location of the Mythic Dawn's
That's
secret
true, I do.
shrine to Mehrunes Dagon. Those who unlock this hidden path have proven themselves worthy to join the ranks of the Mythic Dawn cult. Finding the shrine is the first test. If you want to find them, you'll need
Yeah, I
all
sure
4
will.
volumes of the commentaries.
Well, where can I find all 4 volumes of the commentaries?
Here, you can have the library's copy of Volume 2. Treat it gently, if you please. As I've said, I've never even seen the 3rd and 4th volumes. You should try first edition over in the Market District. Phintius, the proprietor, caters to specialist collectors. He may have an idea of where to locate those books.
I love Phintius too.
My cousin says the beggars all work for the Gray Fox. It's rather frightening.
That's frightening. Let's see here. Well, first, tell me more about the Mythic Dawn.
They worship the Daedra Lord Mehrunes Dagon, according to the teachings of their leader, Mainkar Cameron. No one knows how widespread the cult is
Or why
whether
they
their
have
shrine
waged
to
war upon
Mehrunes
us.
Dagon is located.
All right, what about the Mysterium Xarxes?
The holy book of the mythic dawn, supposedly written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. If it exists, it would be an artifact of great and evil power.
True. Mainkar Cameron.
The supposed leader of the mythic dawn cult. He wrote the infamous Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. The commentaries are contemporary with Tiber's Septim, over 400 years ago, so he is unlikely to still be alive, although you never know. It was so nice chatting with you. Be sure to let me...
Oh, my voice line cut off. Making some good points, Ezlis. Let's take a look here. Also get our charm spell ready. Like your character, my character's not listening, not listening anymore. Matthias?
A pleasure to speak with you. You must be referring to Mainkar Cameron's commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. A common mistake. It comes in 4 volumes. The first 2 volumes are rare, but you may run across them from time to time. The 3rd and 4th are impossible to find.
Ezlis, I swear to God, I logged on today, or well, last night while I was grinding skills, and the vampirism has squished the orange's head. It defaulted it to a high elf face, and I don't know why. I'm hoping it changes back when we cure our vampirism, but as of right now, the orange head has been crushed. I was giving him a high five, just like this, for static. Well, I need volumes 3 and 4.
I happen to have a copy of Volume 3 on hand, but I'm afraid it is a special order. Already paid for by another customer.
Special
Sorry.
order.
Gwyneth would be terribly disappointed if it was gone when he came to pick it up. So sorry I can't help you.
What? But just give me the book. We're best friends.
Take your time.
100 disposition.
I don't know him personally, but he was very eager to get his hands on Volume 3 of Cameron's commentaries. Came all the way from Valenwood.
Whoa.
As a matter of fact, he's already late for his appointment to pick up the book. Feel free to wait for him if you want to speak to him yourself.
Do we have an exclamation point sorry command? I feel like I need to add that. So sorry.
Very well. I hate to deny a dedicated scholar like yourself. I'll sell it to you.
I guess we
if
don't.
you must have it.
Buy volume 3 for 100 gold.
I hope you'll keep us in mind for all your specialty book needs. I sold you my only copy of Volume 3. Gwyneth will be terribly disappointed when he learns it is gone.
What about volume 4?
I wish I had one, but I have never even seen a copy.
Okay.
Good day.
Hello, Gwyneth.
I'm here for my book, Mainkar Cameron's Commentaries, Volume 3.
Ah, about that. You see, I don't have it anymore. Terribly sorry. Full refund, of course.
You can be sure I won't be back. I've never been treated so shabbily in all my life. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
How are you? It's my pleasure. Please continue. I don't want to talk about it. I'm still very angry at Fintius. He promised me he would get one for me. I came all the way from Valenwood for it.
Vintia sold me volume 3.
What? Fintius sold you my copy? This is outrageous! I must speak to Fintius at once. That book is mine.
Can you tell me about the cult?
The Mythic Dawn. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about any cult.
Don't play stupid.
Very well. I can see you're familiar with Mankar Cameron's commentaries. I know that Daedric cults are not quite the thing socially, but that's just foolish prejudice and superstition. For the adventurous, open-minded thinker, Daedric worship holds many rewards.
Really? They killed the Emperor, you fool!
What? The Mythic Dawn were the ones? You have to believe me. I truly had no idea. I mean, I knew they were a Daedric cult. Mankar Cameron's views on Mehrunes Dagon are fascinating, revolutionary even. But to murder the Emperor, Mara preserve us.
Yeah, go back to Mara. You'd better tell me what you know.
Yes, of course, anything to help. I really know very little. They contacted me. I suppose they learned that I was looking for the 3rd and 4th volumes. I never actually met any of them, I swear.
Well, Eslis, he believes me because his disposition is 100. Obviously. You never watched a movie where a character casts a charm spell on somebody and then they tell them all their information? Well, I need the 4th book.
You can only get Volume 4 directly from a member of the Mythic Dawn. I had set up a meeting with the sponsor, as he called himself. Here, take this note they gave me. It tells you where to go. I don't want anything else to do with the Mythic Dawn.
Okay. It's a classic trope. And he believes me, right? He believes me because my
Morning.
disposition is 100. Although he's convinced regardless, you're right. But that happened several times in this game. This is just a very trusting face, I guess. You tell people what they need to know, and that's that. Also, we will read... Not this time, but I will read all the commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes next time. Note to Gwynnis. Gwynnis, your interest in the writings of the Master has been noted. You are taking the first steps towards true enlightenment. Persevere, and you may yet join the exalted ranks of the Chosen. If you wish to continue further down the path of dawn, you will need the 4th volume of the Master's commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. It can be obtained only from a member of the Order of the Mythic Dawn. As your designated sponsor, I will pass on my copy to you if I deem you worthy. Study the first 3 volumes of the Master's writings. Look for the hidden meaning in his words as best you are able. When you are ready, come to the sunken sewers under the Elven Gardens in the Imperial City. Come alone. Follow the main tunnel until you reach the room with the table and chair. Sit down! I will meet you there and give you what you desire. The sponsor. Charm magic after you tell it. Casting sodium pentothal. Real quick, let's turn in these Grand Soul Gems. See if we can do a couple of these vampirism dealios. Here it is. I was going too low on the map. I did, Terry. I saw that you said you took a bunch of the jank out of it by remapping things. Although I'm pretty sure I remapped something.
Good to see you again. Do you have the soul gems I requested?
I have them.
Oh, wonderful. These will be most useful to me. Now to the matter at hand. You need a cure for vampirism, yes? I believe I can create a potion that will do the trick, but it requires a few things. To start, I'll need 6 cloves of garlic, 2 shoots of bloodgrass, and 5 leaves of nightshade. Those will be easy enough for you to find.
True.
But I'll also need the blood of an Argonian and the ashes of a powerful vampire. Those may be more difficult for you to acquire. Any old Argonian will do, but the vampire must be very powerful indeed. If you succeed, I'll get you what you need. Any questions?
Okay. Yeah, well, I wanted to play... My problem was, and what I try to do on stream, is that I typically try to play games for the first time in their default state, essentially. Or when I'm doing something on stream for the first time, I'll play it, you know, as close to vanilla as possible. Sometimes I need to put on mods to, like, fix the games for modern systems. But for Arena, I said, you know what? Let's hop in blind. Let's not look anything up. Let's do it default key bindings and let's go. And thus began a rough gaming experience. And that was that. See, same thing with Heroes 3. It wasn't until, you know, partway through Heroes 3 that I started looking up different things and strategies that I can do. I got way better at the game towards the end. Alright, tell me about the Argonian blood.
This dagger has been specially treated. All you need to do is stab an Argonian with it, and there'll be enough blood on it to use.
Or Argonians.
Any old Argonian will do, and you needn't kill it. But do be careful. Stabbing strangers often doesn't sit well with townspeople or the town guards.
It's not modding, that's quality of life. You're right. I just thought that when I loaded up... I think when I loaded up Oblivion, I was like, oh, it works. Let's stream. Let's go.
You haven't used it yet, have you? Don't be hesitant. This is the only way.
Only way. Bloodgrass.
The most interesting plant. From the plains of Oblivion itself, so it may require some effort to find. Should your travels happen to take you to a place where it grows, keep your eyes open.
I think I have some garlic any old place,
You're
right?
familiar with it, aren't you? Often used in cooking. It should be quite easy to find. Once I have all the ingredients I need, I'll fashion a cure for you. This is a delicate matter and cannot be rushed.
Nightshade.
Perhaps not quite as easy to find as garlic, but if you're determined, you'll find it. Keep your eyes open, as it often grows in the wild.
In the wild. And a powerful vampire's ashes.
This one is difficult. It may be quite a trial for you. But if you are successful, it will make the cure all the more worth it. You have come across a vampire or two in your travels, perhaps? I assure you, they are nothing like what you must face. The vampire you seek is powerful. So powerful that those who sought to destroy him were unsuccessful, no matter what they tried. The best they could do was to imprison him underground, where he survives to this day. Search near the North Panther River for Hinderil. If you can vanquish him, his ashes will be more than adequate for my needs.
North Panther River, Hinderil.
Goodbye.
Okay. Nice little farmstead here. But there it is, guys. Unfortunately, I've got to end early here. Just going to go ahead and save and take off earlier than I expected. So sorry about that. But I will be back tomorrow, hopefully, for a regular length stream. I have plans to go, but if I get called in early, it is what it is. I appreciate you guys stopping by for now and for chatting with me. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Eslis, for the raid. High five to you. I mean, like, 22. So, that's the next stream right there on the schedule. Will do. Thank you so much, Catnick. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out and watching. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Pleasant dreams.
Live long and prosper.
Aye, boys, it's about bad now.